Mando spoilers because we will be talking about the Mandalorian episode probably during this stream, and I'm not going to be held responsible for spoilers.
Grogu is dead. He is so very dead.
They kill Snape, kills Dumbledore. I think something interesting that I've been thinking about recently when doing some just Harry Potter thinking, as taboo as it is these days. Ooh, do I want to do Speed Splash? Yeah, I'll do Speed Splash.
Let me check audio.
Traction. Just, I got, Axel, upgrade, I got high jump now, I got a high jump, so yay.
Do you get high jump in Toy Story?
I have it now.
Oh hell, I didn't realize that was there. Huh.
Yay. Okay, where do we go now? I think we're going to...
you've got to go straight.
I think we're going to the arcade.
You're going into the play area. You don't even go in the arcade, really? Or do you?
Oh, that's right. No, wait, right, we have to go here.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, you do go in the arcade, I think.
I think not yet. I think we have to go in here first.
Do you?
Yeah, I think this is where we are.
We were here last time.
Let's see what hang on, let's check the mission. Oh,
let's see.
That's not what I want to do. Return to the first floor. Oh, we have to go to the first floor. We have to get out of here. And then we have to go back up. That's right, we have to leave now, and then we get back to...
Man, Toy Story is a world that I always forget where the hell you're even going.
I know, like... I mean, it's because it's such an open area.
It is.
I like Corona's setup a little bit more, to be quite honest. It's more of a...
I do too. It's not that I don't like this world setup. It's a great setup. It's just hard to get lost. It's just easy to get lost.
If you hear me munching, I have some fries with me, so I'm just kind of munching on those.
Yeah, the level design of 3 is great.
Army men times 4.
I mean, that's what makes the worlds great.
Yeah.
Like, I never liked 2's level design quite a lot. I'm in the minority where I like 1's more than 2's.
Yeah, 1 is a bit more of a varied level design, just in general. The only time 2 has any sort of a varied level design is when you go into the optional area, which Joel has yet to do. Maybe we'll get Joel to do the data battles at some point, where you go into the I forget what the hell that is. Cavern of Remembrance. That's the only varied landscape you see.
Thanks, guys.
Birds by Sleep, I think, has an okay level design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with Dream Drop in terms of just straight up levels. Which,
I don't know.
To be fair, Joel, you haven't played it.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like even what I've seen, it suffers a little from too much open space, but there's not a lot going on.
It helps though because it's testing out flow motion.
That's true.
It's definitely better compared to 2, but it doesn't hold a candle compared to 3. And I will say I think Birth by Sleep just in general is a bit better in that regard because again, I think what you were saying about it being a little too open, I agree. I think it suffers a bit too much from that.
Yeah.
Look, I found it.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that little mini game.
Well,
No,
never looked this good.
Yeah.
The clothes kind of match.
Yeah, sort of. A little bit.
Well, I never looked this good. What up, V-Griff?
Vernum Rex.
What do you know?
Bayroom Rex. Can I just say I really want Yzor's sword?
It's a good sword.
I told you, Buzz. They're toys, just like the rest of
Especially considering what we see it do in the secret boss battle.
Well,
Also, I just lost track. I was thinking about Harry Potter.
I thought your magic
I feel like Snape in the movies is better than Snape in the book.
say, Riku would make a great action figure.
What is Vigor saying? Safe too?
No,
Same?
Yeah.
It's me. I've got the black clothes.
Vigor wants the sword, duh. Sorry, Vigor just woke up from a nap, so my brain's kind of. Why are you thinking about Harry Potter, Joel?
It's time to return to
Oh, a friend of mine was a friend of Twitter person I know was
Guys, I want to know how to beat Bahamut.
Oh, same to you, sword. Thank you, Vigor. I appreciate the clarification. Wonder what other games are in that store.
Ooh, hang on. Just got a message from Lo. Yay!
Xehanort!
I have more to observe. I can't let you.
Lo and I just scheduled, hopefully, watch party for some shows, so yay.
Nice. I never actually remember what else is actually in the store other than Bayroom Rex.
Let's skip to the final stage.
Just some generic looking games.
Yeah, seems like.
Buzz Lightyear, they actually let them corrupt Buzz Lightyear. That's kind of something, isn't it?
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Buzz has been
To be fair, that is done in Toy Story. To be fair, Figure the most unsympathetic character in the series. Yes, he is. At least at this point, young Xehanort is at this day and age.
Space Cats. That's one game I saw.
That's a thing. Total. What the hell does that say? Total Body. Is that what it says?
I don't know.
What do they make workout games in this universe?
Fight.
All I needed was a wedge to widen the divide. Someone like you.
Play Plus.
Distrust and doubt, and that
Oh yeah, it's like the PlayStation Plus.
Witness it for yourself.
Figure says, I don't care what day and age he's in, I don't sympathize with him at all. No, he's not sympathetic in any part. I find him interesting in Dark Road, I will say that.
Yeah.
Not this time.
I will say I laugh every time I get to the end of this game and he's like, yeah, get screwed, Sora, see ya.
Yeah. I have 70 more years of life.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he knows he's coming out of this fine.
Exactly. Oh boy.
Haven't you heard? In this world,
Oh yeah, time for this minigame.
So now you can
Sort of weird hearing the Kingdom Hearts characters talk about video games.
That is, if you
I
manage
mean-
to find a moment's rest.
Again, I wonder just how much exposure Sora has had to all this stuff.
Buzz, Woody, hang on.
It's always weird seeing the Kingdom Hearts characters in my mind interact with anything modern-ish. Okay, I guess that's all I got. Okay, go for this one then.
Yeah, just get in the thing, Joel, and just start shooting. Live out your inner Gundam fantasy.
They're a Gundam person.
Me neither, actually. Never actually watched it.
I watched one version with like a very cartoony looking.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some good Gundam animes out there. I've just never watched them.
See, I knew if I was gonna jump on that thing.
Yeah, if anything's gonna. Uh-oh. Yep.
Am I supposed to blow up these things? I always forget.
You can.
Okay, I can, but maybe I should.
You don't have to. They'll help if you have enemies about and you have big clumps of them together, shoot them, and they'll. I'm pretty sure you get the idea.
Sore. I like how I like he's cocky in this. I like how he always gets a little.
Figure says the only I've ever watched was G Gundam, the only one who calls himself the King of Hearts, the one with the man who calls himself the King of Hearts. Yeah. Also, apparently, the creator of Gundam is very what's a nice way of putting this? Aggressive when it comes to his series.
Oh joy.
Very aggressive and really downplaying every other series, any other anime series. He's very competitive.
Oh boy.
And very aggressive and not particularly kind about it.
Okay. Oh, there's more. Oh, hello.
To be fair, he never wrote the anime. So he only created the Gundam as an idea. But that's about it. I don't know if you saw this, Joel. Did you see that they've built like a giant actual Gundam that can somewhat be piloted?
No, but that's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, it's in Japan. So yeah, there's an actual Gundam somewhere. I would actually, you know what I'd love to see at some point, Joel?
the Japanese military make Gundams and...
Well, yeah, no, but the thing that you're piloting actually be able to be piloted in real life. I want giant mechs, damn it.
Yeah, when, let's give up. When are we gonna get stopped with the nukes? And ooh, I want to get the Prime. Ooh,
When are we gonna stop on the nukes and get mechs? I mean, why not both?
I want this. I want to pilot this. It looks cool.
Yeah. To be fair, trying to make a Gundam or trying to make a mech would very much be expensive. But, you know, I think it's worth the costs.
Exactly.
Bezos got enough money to make it happen.
Come on, Bezos. Use that Amazon money for good.
Yeah. Be humanitarian enough to give us some mechs. Oh yeah, I forget about the white.
There we go.
Vegas says, I can see the Gigas, I believe they're called, being made in our world. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Vigor, that's what they are. They're called this in this game. That's what the mechs here are called.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's not good. Yeah, you might want to get out, Joel.
Yeah.
And find a better mech.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously, you might want to find a better mech.
What about this one? Hello. Oh, it's a full-on boss.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I'm gonna try and get it to these things, so then I can explode it better. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Bahamut's a thing in this world. Forgot about that.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Bahamut. I apologize if anyone watches this and scaves me for saying Bahamut. Final Fantasy XII has has only influenced me to call it that. I know it's Bahamut, but
Can I pause? I'm gonna put away my food. It's getting cold.
sure thing. Vigor says, you do realize you can blow up those things with gigas next to them in order to reach a higher score. Yeah, I tried telling him that, Vigor, but
Be careful. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I gotta put away my food.
Joel was not always Joel is very absent-minded when it comes to that. As soon as he gets into the gameplay, he's like, oh crap, what am I doing? Oh, that's right, Wreck-It Ralph. Shout out to the summons in this game. Some of the summons in this game are very, very useful. Probably the most useful they've ever been. And honestly, the most useful in a secret boss battle. You can destroy Azora with freaking Ariel and Simba. It's amazing. And Joel is back, I think.
I'm back.
Alright, and also you got the Wreck-It Ralph summon.
Oh, nice. You know what's weird, Cole? And I think we talked about this on text, but I think we haven't talked about it in person. Mm-hmm. This is kind of sick. This is kind of a twisted thing to say, but I think COVID might have helped the MCU.
Well, at the very least, we're never gonna really know if Marvel burnout was a thing.
I never thought it was gonna be, but
Yeah.
Well, there's also the whole, and of course, Chadwick Boseman passing away. COVID probably helped in terms of give that movie a little more time to figure out what's gonna happen.
Sora, how do we get him
that just no superhero movies all year.
No, my power won't open those.
Was there no superhero movies? No, New Mutants came out this year, but I mean, came out, but
no one, no big superhero movie that people had expectations for. Well, except Wonder Woman, that's coming
yeah, is Wonder Woman still coming out?
on HBO Max.
I'll be interested to see how that movie is.
Yeah.
I'll head there and get it open.
And then when is the Snyder cut of Justice League coming out?
I don't know. Sometime next year, maybe. I don't know.
Isn't it also like a 4-part miniseries? So like a 4-hour long movie?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No, I'm not even joking.
What?
It's supposed to be like a 4-hour long movie split into 1-hour long episode to 4-hour long episodes.
Come on.
Well, HBO needs their subscribers. So I'm just trying to look at
Okay, now you gotta go back to that
Deep
play
Dark
area.
Castle, Wall Street Ninja.
Wall
That's-
Street.
That's funny.
I want that. Nomura, I want that game.
Oh, there's a Wall Street Ninja 2.
Nomura, I want Wall Street Ninja.
Alright, I just want to see what they got here. Pit Art Party. Let's see. This is Twinkle Puzzle. Oh, wait, there's one more.
Let's see.
Space Cats. Looks like their version of Star Wars. But with cats.
Just with cats.
I'd buy that. I like cats. Oh, there's more. I'm sorry, I just gotta do this. This is hilarious.
Let's see.
Blood Fight. Pawn Pay. Pawn.
Figure says, I think it's pronounced Pita Party. I think you're right, Bigger.
Let's see.
Herd
Blood
of Zombies.
Let's see.
Had to have that typical zombie game in there.
Okay, I think that's all that there is. Wait.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, there's one more. Tic Party. Oh, a racing game.
Because you don't have a racing game.
And
It can't be, and it's not Mario Party because Nintendo will sue your ass and order a cease and desist.
okay, I think we saw them all.
And before someone says yes, that was absolutely a knock at Nintendo.
Where are we going again, Cole?
You got to go to that play thing, so you got to go up another level.
No, we gotta go down. No, I think it's the same level. I think it's right here.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. You're right.
It's this way.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I hope Justice League is worth it, Joel.
It'll be worth it. Hopefully, I hope it's worth it for them. It won't be worth it for us.
Imagine if it comes out and it's awful, and even the people that loved it hate it. What then? Just imagine.
Look at.
What is that telling Warner? Why do they have the PlayStation like numbers? Look at that. I didn't even realize that's a nice little nod to PlayStation. That's on the wall, Joel.
Oh dang, I missed it.
It's the circle, square, triangle, and the X for PlayStation that you see in every other.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, no, oh, not the X, but pretty much if you have the X, it's there. That's a nice little nod.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, to the player. Sorry. Goofing around here.
Sora, look! That must be the window Sarge
Well, we know
mentioned.
for a fact that we're at least getting Darkseid in this version.
Darkseid is.
Yep, he is at that. New Gods is still happening, isn't it? With freaking Tom King and Ava DuVernay.
Better. I hope so. I think so.
That's still happening, isn't it?
Oh,
hope
this.
it
Oh,
is.
I remember this. This mission. This part's long and.
Yeah, this part can be really
Entrance was
annoying.
blocked by blocks?
Just from a platforming standpoint, it can be very, very
Can you use
annoying.
the Gigas to move 'em?
Yeah, maybe. I'll try.
I love how much you can interact with the world. I think that's where Dream Drop Distance flounders a bit, is you can't interact with the world but so much. The same can be said with Birth by Sleep, but it's broken up enough to where that's not really an issue.
Yeah, it's like this feels like a living, breathing world.
Yeah.
Alright, now we gotta do the stupid thing of moving all the blocks.
Go back. Yep, now.
How are we gonna reach
Yep, until you get the big ass cactard and you can run up there and fight the boss of this world.
Yep. Oh. Jesus.
I love the cactar being here, by the way. Part of me would love to fight a cactar in Kingdom Hearts one day. And probably one day. Or a Tonberry. A Tonberry would be really cool to fight. And now we see Joel use his expertise from first-person shooters.
To be fair, this is way easier than most first-person shooters.
That is true.
I'm good with AI, I'm just not good with people.
I'm good with AI, I'm just not with people.
Oh,
Is Battlefront 2 over?
Yes.
Maybe they'll make a 3 and it won't be steeped in controversy this time.
The Battlefront 2, I think, was, you know, say what you will about Battlefront 2, but at least it took the plunge to finally do something about loot boxes.
Yeah. I mean, loot boxes is still a thing, not as rapid, because, again, I feel like most companies realize, oh hell, if we do this, it's more bad press than it's actually worth.
When you got the government of Hawaii saying...
And I think you also got I think Belgium even banned certain games because they were like, yeah, we're not dealing with that.
We want to use
Yep. Alright, now there are blocks you gotta mess with. Yeah, I hope like how Battlefront 3 eventually comes out and it's actually just, there's nothing wrong with it, there's no issues.
Well, we still got Jedi Fallen Order 2 to...
I'm interested to see what that game's like.
We'll need more than that.
I'll be very interested to see how Fallen Order 2 turns out.
Well, thank you, Goofy, for spitting out the obvious.
I'm excited to play whatever Fallen Order 2 is. Respawn's been batting 1,000 lately, so... Oh, you know what I just realized, Joel?
What?
We haven't played the new Apex map.
Oh, we'll have to do that.
Hey, there's some over there.
Oh, I think it's in here.
They also added a vehicle in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot that. Yeah. I forgot. Damn.
I'm a little lost, so... Oh, wait, I think I go up here. Oh, that's right, I go up here.
Yeah, you gotta go up. You gotta do a couple things around here, so, you know. I forget you can jump really high in these things. So, not a lot of Kingdom Hearts news to really talk about. Oh, the only other real Kingdom Hearts news that I have, Joel, is that we're finally getting another Union Cross story update.
Ooh, yay. Hang on. 1, 2, 3.
Not sure what it will be, but we'll see.
Trying to figure out what am I supposed to do here. Am I supposed to inject and go, or can I?
You have to go. You have to go further up.
Trying.
I believe there are not that way, Joel. You got it. Yeah. You're probably
There we
gonna have
go.
to eject and go. I guess you found a way up.
Nope, wasn't that way though. Oh, it's this way. Hang on.
Well.
Oh, there we are.
This is part of the stream where Joel gets lost just a bit earlier.
Boost. There we go. Something happened.
Oops, somebody forgot to boost.
I boosted. It just.
Anyone remember those commercials?
Nope. I don't even know what commercial you're talking about.
I forgot even what company that's for. Oh, that's right, some of the things get possessed around here. Forgot about that. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back down, Joel.
Ah, dang it. Come on.
Gotta kill the enemies.
I know. It's still weird to think, Cole, that Game of Thrones just is not talked about as much as it was when it was in its, like, the best thing ever.
I mean, Joel, I think one of the worst things any series can do is just end.
She-Ra ended and it's
it
still...
doesn't, and by that I mean It doesn't matter if it doesn't, and I'm not talking about ending badly, ending amazingly. Vigor says season 8 killed it though. Don't beat me. I'm gonna get to that, Vigor. It didn't matter that it doesn't matter quality-wise.
Could you also argue that too, that people have just not been happy with it since like season 4?
I mean, yeah, that's the other issue, and trying to argue quality with it. 8's biggest issue, and going off of what Vigor says about season 8 killed it, is the ending of season 8 killed it. Because I think one of the biggest things that season 8 does, one of the biggest crimes it commits to Game of Thrones, is it wraps everything up. There is nothing left in the lore connected with that series that is going to be talked about. And the only other thing they really set up, Joel and I even talked about the whole thing, was setting up Arya for what seemed like maybe a spin-off. There's no hype surrounding it, and everything else around the show is now neatly wrapped up.
But it's still weird though that some franchises can get away with that and others can't. Like She-Ra had a pretty nice wrapped-up ending.
Well, I mean, because for She-Ra, it was satisfying.
Well, that too. And I mean, I guess there's always... They have, like, they don't set up something, but they kind of say, oh, they're going to go into space and restore magic to the universe, yeah. And, like, then you can, and of course, you can always have your fanfics of, like, oh, but now they meet He-Man.
Yeah, and I think it's like I said to you, Joel, I'm like, at the end of season 8, what was there left to really talk about? There was no real analysis to make, where it went wrong, and when those came out, there wasn't much else to talk about. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, there's not even much to talk about Jon Snow. He's sort of just back to where he was.
Vigor says not to mention that Jon Snow was denied leadership, which the show flat out set up beforehand. I mean, when we talk about Game of Thrones, we have to be careful when we use set up. You know what I mean, Joel?
Oh, yeah. I mean, also, I don't think Jon Snow was ever meant for leadership, so...
No.
That was just what fans wanted. I don't think that was what the story needed.
Too. Yeah. That's the issue with... But again, I feel like... But going off of that, Joel, the issue with Game of Thrones is that even if it didn't give fans what they wanted, it still generally was able to give them something
It executed it well.
Yeah, it was still able to give them something that was satisfying. And Season 8 didn't do any of that. It was rather just plain. Even Daenerys getting killed, which I think if you're going to talk about, I don't even think she was going to be leader to begin with. I know fans wanted it.
I think honestly they got wrapped up in the spell of Daenerys too, which is she's a person who thinks she's in the moral right, and when that happens more and more, it justifies a lot of stuff like genocide.
And I love, and that's the one last good scene in that season when Tyrion says she's becoming ever more sure that she's right. And I love that. But again, there just wasn't much left to talk about. You know, Joel?
Yeah.
You could only say the same thing so much before there was nothing really left to speculate about. I mean, the Night King had essentially been offed.
Right.
I will say, Joel, I think that doesn't work as much as it does with Snoke.
Yeah.
Because at least with Snoke, there wasn't really a lot going into Snoke anyway. A lot of people were really speculating about what the Night King was, what he would do, and then that just got taken away.
I mean, he set it up for 5 freaking seasons.
Yeah.
8 seasons. It's 8 seasons. I forgot.
Which is a lot more sour than what happened with Snoke. Way more sour.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I keep pausing this game. That's what happened when I ate lunch and play. I'm gonna be right back. I'm so sorry. Cole, keep talking to people.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And it's a real shame, too, because Season 8 of Game of Thrones actually has a lot of really cool stuff in it. The Battle of Winterfell, there are some really great scenes that are well shot. There are some really good set pieces. The whole scene where Arya is going through the entire place, having to use stealth to get past all of the whites, all of that is amazing. Now I will say, in terms of that episode, whoever did the lighting and the contrast for that episode, woo. Just yikes. Also, the Starbucks cup being in the episode afterward, yeah, not good. Not good. But there are some really good parts in it. It just never... It's just the ending... What's interesting about Season 8 is, yeah, it pissed people off, but not to the degree where they were seething with rage. It just kind of fizzled out. Bringing Palpatine back was a big mistake, though, to be fair. RJ left the script in ashes. I mean, I like the idea of bringing Palpatine back more than most people. Joel will say the same thing. I like that as an idea. And again, I will come out and say I don't hate Episode 9.
Oh, I think bringing back Palpatine was the right move.
Because I am one of those people, I'm willing to say I don't think Episode 9 was a terrible movie.
Oh, that's right.
It's wonky. There are some wonky parts in it.
Everything in Star Wars is wonky, though. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, but Episode 9, there are some very, very wonky parts in it, and I will agree with people who say that. The entire opening to the movie is very, very rushed, and I remember being in the theater, I'm like, whoa, hold up. This is a lot of information that I've got to take in. Give me a moment.
Honestly, I don't think it is. I think in long term, I don't think it is. I think they tell you exactly what you need. Palpatine back.
Well, see, that's the... See, no, well, yeah, I'll give you that, Joel. The issue with that is still... As a follow-up, compared to Episode 3, compared to Episode 6, I could maybe see a comparison with Episode 3, and yeah, I'll give you that, and I guess you could say the same thing with Episode 3. It doesn't hurt the movie in the long run, but again, it took me a little bit to kind of get adjusted. Vigor says, I probably wouldn't have been as annoyed with Palpatine coming back as if it had been set up beforehand, but, I mean...
Griff, I'm gonna say this.
Actually,
your complaints are invalid and you're dumb. Nope. That's just not... Nope. That's just fan complaining.
Here goes.
Joel, I'm not gonna go that far, Joel. I will say one thing.
I will.
I will say one thing. In regards to that. When has Star Wars ever been set up?
Never.
Yeah. It never has.
Exactly.
It never has. And I was with people for a bit until I really thought about it. And I'm like, yeah, Star Wars has never been set up. And if people really want to try arguing that, go back and look at how the original trilogy, how the prequels were made.
Hey Cole, do you remember Cole? Remember how Episode 3 paid off Sifo Dyas?
Did it?
No.
Because he was ripped away from the boy who
Took 3 more years in a Clone Wars cartoon to do it.
No.
Does that mean
A lot of people clamor and say that Star Wars needs to be set up in a certain way, but it never has. Let's be real, it never was, it never has.
People just gotta realize that Star Wars ain't as high class as they want to think it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cheap
part of the reason
sci-fi.
that's part of the reason I got out of movie reviews so much is because of that kind of high and mighty mentality.
Star Wars is stupid, people. It's the dumb and stupid and fun. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's not for weird 30-year-olds who have no lives like us. It's for kids.
But if the
Yeah.
light of friendship is
It can be
a form
accessible
of
to those
power,
people, which is what makes it so good.
I mean, you know what's weird? Maybe even if Thanos was set up more in the MCU, he wasn't really. Like, what is he, like, how is his whole plan set up? It's like, I'm Thanos, I'm here. I'm Thanos, I'm here. And now it's finally, oh, nope, time to get the Infinity Stones, let's get to work.
Yeah.
But there is no
People
real
love it,
build
though.
up to it.
No, and people love it though.
Exactly. Oh, this is actually a really good moment, by the way.
Yeah, I really do love this. It's great. And the thing with with episode 9 being as bad, I can't agree with that. I don't think 9 is as bad of a movie as people said it is.
I guarantee you, in 10 to 15 years, people are gonna love it.
I think so too. I don't see that amount of hate. It has its issues. I won't be there. I won't say that it is. Rose getting written out of the plot, I think, is awful.
Yeah.
And that is definitely a very contrarian view to episode 8. So yeah, there is definitely some backtracking for better and for worse.
I don't think that was like intentional too. Like I don't think Abrams is malicious.
No.
I just don't think he knew what to do. I don't think I remember. Carrie died. They had to get a new director. So.
Yeah. Because the fans outcried at the other dude.
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily the fans. I think there are some other reasons for it.
But I love all the stuff with Kylo. All the stuff with Kylo, I think, is peak Star Wars. And every time I watch it, I'm like, this is everything that's been in Star Wars. I love everything about it.
You know, our good friend Ian once said, all the complaints people have for the sequel trilogy are pretty much the same you could find for the original trilogy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just people are hypocrites, that's what.
Well, I mean, you'll find a lot of hypocritical takes even just in movies in general.
That too. Yeah.
And I think I told you before, I think I said the same thing about episode 9, Joel. I think a lot of fans went in thinking Kylo Ren is the least annoying character in the sequel trilogy. I think he's the best. I think he's the best character. I don't see him being as anywhere annoying. I love everything about him.
Well, I love Rey too. I actually love Rey more than Luke. I find Luke annoying. Luke's annoying.
Me too.
Honestly, I like Anakin more than I like Luke. I sympathize with Anakin.
I mean, I don't sympathize with Luke in episode 8, but I think that's the point.
I mean, the original trilogy, I don't sympathize with Luke. I sympathize more with Anakin.
I mean, oh yeah, you're right. I sympathize with Anakin. I mean, I sympathize with Anakin, Joel, to a point until we have the person saying, well, they should be main too.
I mean, I'm talking about more like the mother stuff and...
Yes. Vigor says that he finds Rey annoying. I don't.
Well, you're wrong, V-Griff, so... You're...
Well, I mean, and to be fair, you're allowed to think... people are allowed to view anything in the way they view it. Some things generally aren't for others, Joel. And I mean, you and I can attest to that, Joel.
Yeah, but let's face it, there's a good chunk of people who don't like Rey for a certain reason.
Yes, I will give you that.
Oh shoot, I always forget. How do I defeat this guy?
Get on top. I will say the entire thing about... Joel, I will say the entire thing about Rey I've always found stupid. The whole Mary Sue issue, I've always found that
well, that's
really,
just because
really
the people
strange.
Say, well, that's misogynist for you, Cole.
Yeah. Especially like, oh, she never earns... I'm like, people, do we have to forget that in 9, she literally did not take up the lightsaber? She's like, yeah, I'm not doing this, fuck this, I'm out.
I can have a 7, Cole. I have to go on the top?
Oh, yeah, 7. Yeah, you have to get on the top.
Oh, shoot, I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I have to, like... Oh, shoot. Just... This might take a while, because I have not prepared my... I haven't done a big boss in a while.
Shot lock, Joel, shot lock.
How do I do shot lock again? I always forget.
Hold R1.
Oh, there you go.
You can also use air step.
Oh, actually, I mean...
Here we go.
Yay!
Yeah, remember, Joel, shot lock will help you.
Oh, there we go. Alright. Finally got up there. Yeah.
I also love Rey in episode 8 where she's dealing with everything on Octu.
Oh, that's real, yeah, some good.
I find all of that really fascinating.
I think honestly Star Wars fans hold Star Wars way too precious, and it's annoying.
You know, Joel, actually, thank you for bringing that up.
Well, I mean, fans in general are always like that, so what am I saying? It's not just Star Wars, but it's still... But Star Wars is a good example.
Yeah, I will bring up an interesting... I'll bring up something that, Joel, that I've also been wanting to talk about in regards to this. I mean, Joel, let's also talk about one thing real quick. Kingdom Hearts means a lot to both of us.
Right. Oh, of course.
But, you and I recognize it has its flaws.
We also like to just make fun of it.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
I don't
Doesn't
think
change that I love it.
I feel like not enough fans just want to make are able to laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Kingdom Hearts is stupid, it has its issues, but it also has a charm to it.
Honestly, when I hear fans complain about stuff, I'm like, do you even like this, or do you just want do you want the aesthetic, but not any of the tone that comes with it?
Now I will say, Joel, you and I should be careful when we say there are sometimes legitimate real-world issues connected with the thing, and I get that.
Well, there's a different goal between saying, you know, like, I want more diversity and representation to, I want this thing for kids to be dark and gritty.
Well, I'm talking about the whole real-world, like, diversity and all of that. Now that is a genuine concern.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, I want the story where Sora stabbed the guy in the eye. Like, that's the kind of complaints I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole, I think I jumped you out of your train of thought. Go ahead.
What was that time?
We're talking about how fans gotta learn to make fun of themselves and their franchises.
Well, not make fun of themselves, but at least just not fully defend the issues that that a game has.
Or attack, too.
Yeah. I think Total Biscuit said this a while ago, and he said, if you hold a franchise so near and dear that you can no longer talk about it with an individual, then I find that to be troubling.
Welcome.
And you made it to a point where that part defines you, and to where you can no longer really talk about it. And I feel like that in a lot of ways has become a very long-standing issue today.
I mean, that's why people say Star Wars is a religion.
Yeah, because in a way it is.
Okay.
Because again, everybody has a view on. Because again, a lot of people will say otherwise. But again, Joel, a lot of people have their view on what Star Wars should and should not be.
Star Wars is a cult that we've all been forced ourselves into, and we can't escape.
But you know what I mean.
Right. Also, but you know what really angers me? It's when, like, older fans in particular, like, have this weird ownership of the franchise. But, like, dude, it's for kids.
I despise that.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, Cole, I have, like, this, I say this in, like, a contrarian kind of just a way, but I kind of like to say it. If you're over 20, I don't really care about your Star Wars opinion, because you're not important. That's not fair, true, obviously, you know, real-world issues, obviously. But you know what I mean, right? Like, I care about what a 12-year-old thinks of Star Wars before I care about 20-year-old.
I feel like a better way of saying it, Joel, is Star Wars is not only for you.
Exactly. That's okay. Yeah, you got. Ooh, like 8. Yeah, you're right.
Star Wars is not, and again, a lot of people and people argue that say, no, we just want what's best for it. No. You want what you want for Star Wars. And let me say something even truer, Joel. People are not the defining opinion on Star Wars unless your name is Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and the people involved at Lucasfilm, and of course Disney. If you're not any of those people, you are not the authority on Star Wars.
Exactly. And by the way, we're not talking about, like, real world issues, like we want more trans folk or different body types and that sort of thing. Unless you're unless you're working on Star Wars, I don't care. Also, you know, I hate when people take issue with not take issue. I hate when people use an actor as sort of like the reason for liking or hating something.
Yeah.
Like, he's an actor. His job is to act what he is given.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's what happened with Kelly Marie Tran.
Well, I'm thinking more like Mark Hamill and his thing, but
yeah.
Yeah, stuck like pigs.
Yeah.
Our position appears fixed.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh no!
I mean, we just flew by that boss. I was like pushing buttons and talking, like I wasn't even paying attention.
Again, and what happened to Kelly Marie Tran, by the way, yeah.
And the worst part is, it happened in the prequels too with Jake Lloyd and Ahmed Best, and it was even worse.
I'm sorry that I was being.
Yeah, and I will not tolerate that kind of that kind of abuse, if you know what I mean, Joel.
Hey, you were just looking out for
Because
your
what she
friend.
went through, that was not, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's got to be the.
Did you ever watch
I don't care where your beliefs line up. That ain't cool. It isn't.
Like Sora.
I'm glad you got to be in the holiday special with Legos. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Like Buzz.
Have whatever opinion you want about any issue, that's not justified, regardless. It isn't.
Besides, if we do go back to the real world, we'll never.
And
see
again,
you
that's why I got so. That's why I just don't. I typically don't talk about Star Wars anymore.
What about Andy?
It's because of that mentality of people thinking they know what's best for Star Wars.
And he's still right here.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, if we follow our hearts, we'll find them again.
Yeah.
It's like the armchair CEOing me
Are you going
mentality.
after the guy in the black coat?
Something tells me we can't join you on that mission.
It's such a good
That's
world.
okay, because you become part of our
So
hearts.
good.
Best Pixar world? Probably.
Probably.
Let us become a part of yours.
Thank you.
Monsters Inc. world is good,
Off you go.
but I like this one the most.
Infinity and beyond.
Oh wait, now we have to go through a bunch of cutscenes again. More.
Yep. Vigor says Toy Box is easily the best world. That's Kingdom of Corona. that's a name I didn't name well. What else?
Pirates is a good world, just a bad story.
Pirates, yeah, is a good world. Just a really, really head-scratching story. I still scratch my head at.
Big Hero 6 world?
Yeah, also really good. What else? Trying to think. Arendelle's not that good, which is rather unfortunate. What else? What other worlds am I not thinking of, Joel?
Keyblade Graveyard?
I love all the final battles. I'll say that. I like Olympus, Mount Olympus.
Of course, we just want to help keep you motivated.
The only kind of stinker is
I was thinking about Roxas. He's trapped here in
Arendelle,
my heart. But
Yeah.
he needs a body. To
and that's
be
mainly just because
himself
it
again.
just goes on. It's repetitive.
Oh, don't
I can
worry.
only walk on a
Enzo's
snow
working on
mountain,
a way
but so
to
much
get
until I get
right.
bored as hell.
I'll bet you he's
Yeah.
got a perfect body.
If I wanted that, I'd go climb Everest, except I wouldn't because I'd die.
Telephone, Sora. Why don't you try giving him a call? I guess
Like
so.
1 in 10 people who climb Mount Everest actually come
Yeah.
off alive.
Why not?
Or is it 1 in 10 people die on Mount Everest? I think that's what it was.
Apparently the Godzilla fandom is also having a bit of a problem with toxic fans these days. Lots of
Well, I mean,
gatekeeping.
toxic- Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
it's killing the Godzilla franchise. It's making it even more niche. Or at least more the fandom. I don't know if the franchise, because it just got some comics now. So yay.
Actually, we were just about to call you guys.
That's part of the reason I got out of the anime fandom.
Sora, is something wrong?
Actually, I'm gonna go take it a step further.
In
Um,
order for us to
I
recapture
stopped
Roxas,
really interacting with the
he
One
needs
Piece
a body,
fandom because of how stupid a lot of them are.
Sounds like every fandom these days.
Yeah. Except to the point where it's openly so. I watch certain reviews that people are like, this is outrageous, this is so terrible, why would this and this happen? And then a couple chapters later, all that's invalidated. I'm like, you people are some of the most short-sighted idiots I've ever seen in a fan base ever.
You know what fandom I haven't had much of a problem with?
What?
Oh,
The She-Ra fandom.
you wouldn't remember.
I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's some bag eggs out there, but you know, maybe that's because that show's a lot more progressive in just terms of what it's going for, so it's not going to attract certain people.
They're
Yeah.
so real, in fact, that you'd actually mistake them for
Yep.
people. And with hearts, the replicas will become people.
Exposition, exposition.
Will Roxas look like himself when he's recompleted?
Yup. The replica
Vigor
takes
says this is why I stay away from most fan sites. You and me both, Vigor.
That's perfect.
I wonder what the most toxic fan base is. Star Wars and all of that aside, I wonder what the actual most toxic fan base is.
Do you guys think they're after replicas too?
I don't know.
Definitely said a black box.
I mean, there are certain animes that have really, really bad fan bases.
I mean, to be fair,
does Sonic have a bad fan base, Speaker?
I've heard certain stories, so
Really?
I've heard certain nightmare stories, but yeah.
About Sonic?
Yeah, but I don't know enough about Sonic. I've never cared about Sonic.
What are what nightmare stories? I mean, like nothing against Sonic. I've just never been really into it. But what about Sonic?
Oh, I don't know if like the generation battles and I don't know in terms of like the horror stories. But I've heard horror stories.
Nope, that's their best quality.
Well,
I also love the little like phones.
Yeah.
Let's go stop by Ansem the Wise's study.
Honestly, cool.
Right.
You can like or hate Rise of Skywalker all you want, but anyone who's still bitter about it, I'm sorry, get a life. Unless it's like for a really good reason to read bitter, like if you're like so against Kelly Marie Tran being written out. I get that, or like how they treated Finn. Yeah. That's one thing, but like, guys, if you're still retweeting about it, dude, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean,
like people who still complain about the Game of Thrones ending. Like I said, no one talks about it anymore, but like people who still do it, why?
Beaker says, I don't know the specifics, but again, I don't pay attention to most fan sites. I stay far away from them. Same.
Do we go to just coronavirus?
Yeah.
Dang it, I call it coronavirus.
Do we go to Do we go to coronavirus?
Hooray! Oh, that should have been the tagline. Now I wish we.
Change the title later. Do we go to coronavirus?
Well, I shouldn't. That's probably insensitive.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if we did that and people stumbled upon that, that would not be. Oh,
wait, we're supposed to go to Twilight Town first?
No.
No,
go to go to Corona. Kingdom of Corona.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay.
Kingdom of Corona, yes.
Alright, yes.
You're embarking from Twilight Town.
Oh!
You're good.
Okay. I think we're still good. I think we're all good. Sorry, I'm still a little... I have no idea what I'm doing. So we'll do a little bit of the Kingdom of Corona. Oh, we're gonna screw ourselves over, aren't we? You're right, Cole. This did not
It's better than The worst part about it is if we tried to call it by an acronym, we'd be calling it COCK.
Okay. Where's the marker?
Time to go deal with COCK, Joel.
That just sounds even worse. Although I don't know.
I don't know. Coronavirus COCK.
I'm gonna deal with these heartless though, just because I think I need some, just to get a little bit of.
Viger's laughing.
You know what I noticed, people have all rights to their own opinions and stuff like that, but I meet so many people who like are just waiting to find anything negative, and especially for something like Star Wars. I'm like, with Star Wars is all about hope and positivity. I'm like, I mean, I don't want to say it to their faces, but I was like, are you even going into this movie with the right mindset? I'm not saying, oh, if you're a negative personality, you can't watch Star Wars, but I'm like, is that really the mindset you should be going into it? Yeah. I know if there's like a weird kind of catch-22 situation here.
It's like the whole thing, like, I don't go into a Kingdom Hearts game expecting to hate it.
I don't know why you would.
I go in just to enjoy myself. Am I looking for first-class storytelling with Kingdom Hearts? No.
I mean, I just kind of like, I'm always wondering, like, what do you people expect? Or, like, what do you, like, when I feel like, and then they can respond, well, I want a good story. What does that look like to you? Everyone has a different definition of what a good story is.
Yeah, and that's a problem with trying to say, oh, a good story is this. I'm like, technically, you can argue that any movie has a good story.
I always just like patrolling people sometimes, even though I'm kind of true about it. I love just making fun of A New Hope, because, like, that's like the holy grail of Star Wars. Like, you don't like A New Hope? I love doing that.
Has a lot. There's a lot of really stupid things in A New Hope. It's a good movie, but I
find it boring. I'd rather watch. I'll say this. I'd rather watch Phantom Menace than A New Hope. There. That's how far I go.
I'd rather watch Episode 2 than A Phantom Menace or A New Hope.
Yeah. I think New Hope, Phantom Menace, and Attack of the Clones are actually more interesting movies.
Me too. And I know there are people, if I went to quarters of the internet and I said that, I would be annihilated for saying that I would much rather watch Episode 2. Yes, I would much rather watch Episode 2. And I think and I will openly say, I think a lot of people have really knocked on Episode 2 for years. And I think some of them are
well-founded. It's the Rise of Skywalker of its time.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot, I'm just looking at, I'm like, are y'all talking about the same movie that I'm seeing?
To be honest, I like Rise of Skywalker more than I like Force Awakens in terms of the two Abrams movies.
Connor, what's up, man?
Hey!
How you been?
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I did. Oh, shit.
No, don't die.
Hi, Connor.
Not to change the subject, Joel, but since Connor's here. Oh, you died.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shit, I said retry. Well, I'm gonna retry anyway, because I want to win. I want to get some level up.
You're like, I want to win. Come hell or high water, I am going to win.
I can't wait.
Sorry, fellas. The Force Awakens is better than Rise of Skywalker.
I never said it wasn't. I never said it was. I never said it wasn't. I never.
No, I won't. No, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, Connor, I won't go that far. I will say I think Force Awakens is better. I
love this tree, by the way. I like this look.
Connor says Attack of the Clones is the worst. Oh, Connor, you and I eventually maybe should at some point do a video of that, because I would love to talk about Attack of the Clones, because I feel like in terms of Attack of the Clones, I am probably one of the more.
Oh shoot! You're the more sympathetic.
I'm way more sympathetic to Attack of the Clones.
Hang on.
Connor says I'd love to chat with you, Cole. Yeah, because I don't hate Attack of the Clones as much as most people do.
I wish there was like a healing function on this darn ship. Oh wait, I think you just gotta do the
thing. Wait, what level are you going into this at, Joel?
13.
I forget, but got me parts of it I never really know.
Dang it. That's good. Bad world map. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm hearing these words come from Joel's mouth. What madness is this? I mean, Joel says a lot of mad things all the time, so you're gonna have to be more specific. Connor?
Oh, I love being contrarian when it comes to film. Hang on.
Oh, if he's talking about A New Hope, what was it? Connor, I was gonna ask you something now that you're here.
How's the movie theater business?
Actually, that's what I meant to, that's what I was going to ask Connor. Connor, I meant to ask you, what's your whole take on Warner Brothers putting their entire lineup to HBO along with a theater release?
Alright, I'm going to skip them this time. I'm sorry. I'm a chicken, but I want to get to the Kingdom of Corona.
I figured, Connor, you would have some... I'm very curious what your whole take on this, Connor.
Or I guess not. Maybe not. Because I have to do this. Nice.
No, you don't, actually, Joel. You can actually skip this.
Oh, abandon the battle. Duh. Yay.
Connor says it was inevitable, kind of a bummer, but what else can they do?
I know. Yeah. It sucks. You know what's weird? Sorry.
In terms of how the pandemic ends, Joel, I'm really worried about how theaters come out of this.
Hope they get a good stimulus, but I think theaters will still survive, though. I
think so too. I'm hopeful that they will. Because there are always really good movies coming out, so I'm thinking that, again, I think you and I talked about this, and maybe Connor might have a similar opinion to us. I don't know, maybe he'll say otherwise. Whereas, I feel like people being cooped up in their home for so long, once they're able to finally leave, I feel like theaters are going to be the place to flock to.
Definitely. I mean, I'm going to be supporting my theaters.
Me too.
I think, but you know, oh, here we go. To the Kingdom of Corona. virus.
Yep.
No, sorry.
To the land of cock.
Let's hope we don't get. We have to worry about getting copyrighted because of the scenes.
No.
Okay.
No.
We better not.
No. Connor says, those movies that accumulate debt to the financiers, the longer they stay on the shelf. Before too long, there's no way they'll make money back in theaters. Yeah, that's why I was worried about a lot of big releases. That's why I'm glad they released Tenet. Actually, speaking of Tenet, Connor, has Tenet been released to streaming, or is Nolan kept away from streaming?
Oh, he's kept away from streaming. I know he's very against it.
I'm surprised.
I know he was very against it. Sorry if you hear noises outside. It's my mom talking. I hope you don't hear that. I know for myself, I'm gonna if I get a vaccine in my veins, I'm gonna try.
Oh, Connor says I was mentioning the words Joel was using because I don't think I've ever heard him swear.
Oh, I don't think I've said. Maybe I have. Oh, maybe I have. It's right.
Joel does every once in a while. I'm sure if you go back far enough in our Kingdom Hearts catalog, you'll hear rare occurrences where Joel will occasionally swear.
I swear by myself and walking when I miss the light.
Know what Cole said. I have no idea what I was talking about, Vigriff. Connor says, they got a theatrical release and it's coming to 4K and Blu-ray later this month. That's good.
I know one thing. If I get a vaccine in my veins, and if it's close enough, I'm definitely at least gonna try and see Kong vs. Godzilla in theaters.
When is that due out?
Next year. It was supposed to be this year, but they moved it. Fun fact: they moved it because of Mulan, and then COVID happened.
Oh, Connor said I drove 2.5 hours to see Tenet twice. I know, Connor. I saw that on Instagram, and I'm like, man, the dedication this man has to cinema. Respect.
Well, I feel like there's certain movies that just are gonna have more of an experience in theaters regardless. Like Kong vs. Godzilla. You want to see two giant monsters on the big screen.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I've always seen the Godzilla movies on the small screen, so it's sort of like.
Connor says, I like it. It's nowhere near Nolan's best, but I found it enjoyable. That's good. I heard that it was a decent movie.
Well, clearly, Cole, we would have driven to heck and high water just to see the greatest movie of all time, The New Mutants.
Great.
Yeah, I feel you, Connor. I'm gonna see Godzilla and Kong in theaters. I'm gonna try. I haven't actually thought about buying HBO Max anyway, so.
I might have it. I need to check. By the way, Connor, I really want to know your opinion. What's your whole take on the whole Snyder Cut thing? Because I remember watching your review of Justice League back in the day. Connor says I did see the New Mutants the same day I watched Tenet. Ouch.
That must have been some whiplash, dude.
Yeah, talk about whiplash.
I still wish they got is it Randy Moore or Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore, yeah.
Hey, I wish they got her back. But they got
I do too.
The other guy,
Zachary Levi, yeah.
Zachary Levi. Shazam.
I love Zachary Levi.
It's funny it's funny how they got Mandy Moore for Tangled the TV series, but they couldn't get her for the video game.
Vigor says, how have you been, Cole? I have been very well. I've got 2 months off because my university was like, hey, we're gonna finish up around Thanksgiving. Have fun for 2 months. So I'm just stuck, just chilling. That's why we're able to do this entire series without much of an issue right now. What were we talking about, Joel?
We talked about Godzilla and Kong trying to see. Oh, we talked about why they couldn't get Mandy Moore for the video game when they got her for the series.
Which is strange because Mandy Moore's in Kingdom Hearts 1.
And just Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, I don't know if people remember, but Connor says, oh good lord, can the stupid Snyder finally come out soon? I just want it to be over with. Me too. I will be one of those people, if it turns out to be a magically superior movie, I am all for it. That being said, it's not going to be.
It's gonna be a fascinating, bizarre look into a world.
I can't imagine. I'm at the very least glad they're separating it into hour-long episodes, because I imagine a 4-hour go-through of any movie, especially of that, would be a chore. And yes, I realize there are 4-hour movies like Gone with the Wind and all that.
Yeah, but those are good. Well,
Connor says, I finally saw Tangled a few months ago. I loved the best Disney movie of the 2010s. Yeah, Tangled's amazing.
Tangled's better than Frozen there, I said.
Yeah, I think so too.
it got a TV series, and it's a really good TV series.
I'm surprised that, man, I saw Frozen 2, I'm like, maybe it'll be great, maybe it'll be good. I'm like, oh, it was kind of just there.
But the Kingdom Hearts version of it will be great.
I hope. Connor says, Zachary Levi is a man. Yes, he is.
I like the songs in Tangled more, too.
Yeah, me too. Is Alan Menken in Frozen? Did he do Frozen?
I think he did both Tangled and Frozen.
Okay.
I probably should. Am I just supposed to destroy the Heartless, or am I supposed to start heading out through the area? I completely forgot now.
Viger says Tangled is a good movie. Frozen 2 is better than the first one. I don't remember my experience much with 1 to begin with, so I really need to go back and just rewatch Frozen 1 because I remember next to nothing about it.
Well, we'll get a little you'll get a little hint in a couple of weeks, Cole, if we keep this up.
Oh yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, Connor, did you see Mulan? Speaking of which, Joel, I never really cared enough to watch the live-action Mulan. I heard it was kinda eh.
I heard it was eh too, but it is out now on Disney Plus for free, as well as the new Pixar film Soul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Soul. I need to watch Onward. Now that I think about it, I still haven't watched Onward.
I've heard things about Onward.
Yeah.
I heard Soul though is really good.
Just a dead end.
Is it good?
That's puzzling.
I've never seen the live action Mulan and don't plan to. Yeah, me neither.
No, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing
Connor says the day the Snyder Cut was announced, I was like, I should revisit BVS. And then I watched the Ultimate Cut later that day and thought, yeah, I can wait a year for Justice League.
Actually the last DC, was it this year? It might have been. No, I think it was, no, I think it was still early in the year. But the last DC film I saw in theaters was Birds of Prey.
I liked that movie more than most people did, apparently.
I did too. I mean, it's not like world-shattering, but for what it is, I had a blast.
Yeah. Connor says Mulan 2020 bad, not the worst of the Disney live-action remake, just a weak action movie. That's kind of what it looked like from the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hate Birds of Prey. I liked Ewan McGregor as freaking Black Mask.
I thought it was funny. I mean, it's a Harley Quinn movie, for sure, but, you know, what...
Yeah.
Am I supposed to go down the tunnel? You're supposed to go down the tunnel.
Yeah, you're supposed to go down. You're supposed to go to the tower.
Oh wait, I don't think this is the right. Well, wrong area.
No, you gotta go through. If you see a little mossy, again, here's the part of the stream part 2 where Joel gets lost.
Well, we're getting rid of Heartless, and I need to level up. So,
if you see a thing with the moss covering it, then you're going the right direction.
Right.
The one thing I remember from Birds of Prey is when Black Mask gets blown up by that grenade. I thought that was pretty graphic, but also kind of cool at the same time.
I remember when they were getting ready for the final battle, the song, "Hit me with your best shot."
Connor says Onward was great last movie I saw in the theaters before shutdown. Seeing that movie with my brother was a very emotional experience. We had a good cry during the credits. Oh, I bet seeing that with a sibling is probably a really good experience. And Connor says also so excited for Soul. Joel, what the hell what's the new Disney movie? The Last Dragon, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, the one with Kelly Marie Tran.
Yeah.
Yeah, like The Last Dragon. I am the Last Dragon. Hang on.
Watch a trailer for that.
I gotta turn on my lights because it's getting dark in my room. Be right back. Sorry, I keep leaving with like. But this one be.
Digger says I haven't seen Birds of Prey, but probably would have been better if Harley Quinn wasn't in it. But that's just me. I know a lot of people. Joel and I have a friend, and Connor may have similar opinions. I've heard a lot of people really love Birds of Prey without Harley Quinn in it. I've heard that being a big thing. You still love that, Joel?
Yeah, I mean, I like Birds of Prey with Harley Quinn.
I mean, I do too, but I know a lot of people really want just the other Birds of Prey that aren't attached to Harley Quinn. I get that.
I feel like if you just accept you're getting a Harley Quinn movie, it's actually really good.
Yeah. I went in knowing I'm like, okay, they're gonna just focus on Harley Quinn. I knew that going in.
You know, Cole? Still not have seen Joker.
I have, actually.
I know you have. We talked about it. You liked Joaquin Phoenix, but then again, who didn't?
I liked Joaquin Phoenix. That's a very difficult movie for me to watch. Connor says, I wish I liked Birds of Prey. I just found Harley very annoying, despite Margot Robbie being a great actress. I did a podcast with Comic Kid 2099. Connor says Joker's a movie. It's fine. I'm in agreement with you, Connor, on Joker. It's a fine movie. I like Phoenix's performance. But, actually nothing, but I don't remember much else about that movie.
I really hope we don't get...
Huh?
I'm just a little nervous that we're gonna get copyright strikes coming up, because, like...
No, we won't, don't worry. Master Riku, what is up? Vigor says, heard good things about Joker, so I haven't seen it. Little Women is the best 2019 movie. I agree with you, Connor. Actually, no, Connor. Parasite is the best 2019 movie.
How's your day going?
Whoa, what? I didn't see a lot of movies last year.
Parasite was amazing, and I will keep. And if you haven't seen Parasite, go see it.
You know what's strangely what movie I'm excited to see outside of stuff like Godzilla and stuff?
What?
Eternals.
Me too.
I'm like really fascinated by Eternals.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Parasite was awesome, but I love Little Women a little more. I actually really do love. I love Little Women as well. That's a great movie.
What do you want with my hair? To cut it?
A lot of good movies last year.
I heard about Parasite because I saw the Oscars and like,
it's so good.
You mean like the Korean movie, right?
Yeah. I'll say this for anyone who hasn't seen Parasite and is kind of back and forth about it. See it. Parasite's like a Tarantino movie meets a Coen Brothers movie, like Raising Arizona. Was the Parasite based on the anime series Parasite? No, it was not. Vigorous. Connor says Little Women, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, Knives Out, Parasite. Oh yeah, Knives Out. That was a good movie. I actually never saw Irishman. I know I need to. Connor says I see a lot of Hitchcock influence. Definitely, Connor.
Lanterns. I knew they weren't stars. Well,
you know what I never saw, Joel?
What?
That I feel like I need to finally go back and actually watch is Marriage Story.
Oh yeah, I remember that. People talk about that movie.
With Adam Driver. He broke his shoulder. Mr. Riku said.
I forgot about Marriage Story with Adam Driver. Which is weird because I heard a lot about it. Someone made a Star Wars like music remix video and they had some dialogue from Marriage Story in it.
Yeah. Connor says 2019 was a great year at the movies. Too bad we have to wait until the last 2 months before we got the good stuff. Yeah.
So I have made the decision to trust you.
Connor, are you looking forward to any of the Marvel movies that are coming out? The next movies that are coming out, Joel, I believe, are Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and then Eternals, if I recall.
I'm looking forward to those. Those are interesting in my mind.
Me too. I'm really interested to see what they do with Shang-Chi.
I promise.
Connor says Marriage Story was good. I just felt like the kid was poorly handled. I wouldn't know because I've never seen it. People keep telling me I should watch it, so maybe one day I will.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, I forget. Connor, you may know this more than me, and I keep forgetting to look into this. Have they pushed Bond to a streaming service? Or are they still going to do a full release? Are they still pushing for the theater release for No Time to Die?
But on one condition. My 3 sidekicks come along.
Because I'm looking forward to that.
Sorry to quickly change subject to the game again, but this world is probably the best integrated in terms of retelling the story, but with Sora, Donald, and Goofy as side characters.
Yeah, I love Rapunzel and Sora's back and forth.
Let's check it
I feel
out.
like the two of them are really good together. Riku says, one thing I would like to see brought into the Avengers saga is including Black Panther's adopted brother Hunter who was the original White Wolf. Huh. I don't know much about Black Panther comics. Black Panther was always one of those comics that I'm like, I kind of want to read more about Black Panther.
I've just never been able to get into Marvel Comics at all.
Wonder who put a tower here.
I mean, yeah. Connor says with the Phase 4 announcement, my most anticipated movie was Thor: Love and Thunder, and my most anticipated TV show was WandaVision. So far, nothing has come along to change my mind. I'm interested to see what Thor 4 looks like, Joel. That's going to be interesting.
I mean, I love Taika Waititi, so yeah, he can do. And yeah, I agree with WandaVision. Those trailers look maddening.
Yeah. Riku says, I know with Chadwick Boseman gone, it's a bit of a touchy subject. I mean, what's going to happen with Black Panther 2 is kind of up in the air at this point. I feel for Ryan Coogler for having to take that on and trying to figure out, well, what the hell do we do now?
That was such a shock. That was such a blow.
Vigriff also said my most anticipated movie is The Eternals. I'm really interested. I'm just interested to see what they end up making with that. Riku says, I do want to see the Marvel What If series. Yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting as well.
It's over.
I don't know what you would do for Black Panther going forward. I think, Joel, you and I talked about probably doing the whole Shuri takes on the mantle of Black Panther.
Yep.
That's probably the best, because apparently that does happen in the comics. So honestly, that'd probably be the best way to go about it. Connor says No Time to Die was delayed, but so far nothing has been said about streaming. Riku says I can see that. Man, I'll trek it to the theater just to see the new Bond movie. Especially because I just want to see Rami Malek play the villain. I love Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. No, that.
I never actually saw Bohemian Rhapsody. I need to watch that. I'd also like to see Ironheart become a thing in the ACU.
I've been to say MCU.
MCU, yeah. What is Ironheart?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to the Batman movie.
Yeah. Bat Pat.
I just want to see Bat Pat.
Yeah, I want to see Bat Pat in action. Yeah, that trailer sold me. I really want to see that movie.
Well, hello.
Soul of the Dragon. Yes, Vigor, thank you. Soul of the Dragon is what that movie is. What the new Disney movie is called, Joel.
Soul of the Dragon. That's right.
The Last Dragon, I believe, is the martial arts movie with
I wish I could get you called to watch some more TV shows, especially cartoons, because I feel like they're doing a lot of good stuff these days, on like so many fronts.
I may do it at some point. Riku says Ironheart is another female tech genius who was inspired to build a suit like Iron Man. Huh. Now the Batman movie you're talking about. Oh. Wait, what? No, the new Robert Pattinson movie. I didn't like Bohemian Rhapsody because I'm a Queen snob, but it felt like the Queen movie for people who say their Queen album is greatest hits. That's fair, Connor. That's fair.
I think the last biopic I saw was about the one about the guy who founded McDonald's, or was it or was it? No,
yeah, it
maybe,
was. It was. Yeah, it was.
Or no, it might have been the other one. The one about the 3 African American women who did math.
3 African American women who did that.
For NASA. What's her name? What's that name of the movie? I broke him.
That would be Rapunzel. Something tells me this could be her first time outdoors.
First time ever?
That's up there with It's the White People.
It's too. But seriously, what's the name of that movie? I forget.
Connor says, "Oh, The Founder is really good." I've heard.
I would be so furious if she knew I just.
Vigor says, "What did you think of the Thundercats video that Vigor sent you, Joel?"
Oh, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I've been a little busy this week.
You're still in school, Joel. I was actually. When do you finish up with school?
Next week.
I am a horrible daughter. I'm going back.
It's like Goofy or Donald Duke. They're all watching her. Look at Donald, just like.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the math movie. Joel, give me a minute.
The math movie. Hidden Figures. That's it. That's the name.
Yes, Hidden Figures. Thank you.
A little more than a little.
I broke him.
Yeah.
I got a haircut today.
Stop right there.
Nice.
Who are you?
Yeah, man, quarantine has not been kind to the haircut industry, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a proper term for that industry. I apologize to all the haircut people I just offended.
And I'm Goofy. Pleasure, ma'am.
Donald and Goofy. It's nice to meet you too. I'm Rapunzel.
Okay.
My sidekicks.
Yeah, that's up there with it's the white people.
Where did I say that one? What was the context of the joke?
You didn't say that. I said that.
Now I'm a nice guy, so
I said that when Kyra was being attacked by nobodies on Destiny Islands.
Oh, that's right. Also, yes, Griff, the Tangled show is so good. Which makes me very glad that I want to incorporate in my series, Kingdom Hearts series.
And we're heartless experts.
Yeah. I love it when Zach. I like it.
Huh?
I love when he goes, yeah.
Yeah. I heard Hidden Figures was actually a good movie.
Oh, it is really good. How many people do you think ship Sora and Rapunzel?
I'm sure quite a few people after this. Oh yeah, who saw the movie Shape of Water?
Is that the one? I didn't see that one.
I did. That was a movie. That was a really good movie, but that was a movie.
Is that the Guillermo del Toro movie?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Figures is my favorite Disney show. Is still Aladdin the animated series.
Oh, that was a good one.
Just like your face.
Yeah, I love. My favorite thing about Shape of Water is literally going to anyone. They're like, "What's it about?" I'm like, "It's about a deaf woman falling in love with a fish man."
You'd like She-Ra then, cool.
Yeah, but my favorite part about that is no matter it didn't matter who I was talking to, someone who also had seen it would also say, "Yeah, but it's better than that." Without fail, it was amazing.
I'm gonna play around a little bit with this.
The flowers are growing on top of the water.
Vigor says, "What's it called? What is it called?" It's called Shape of Water. It was the best picture winner for the Oscars of 2017, I think, or was it 2018? I forget.
Am I supposed to do something here, or just Rapunzel likes to look at the water?
I think she just looks here. There's a little like pond somewhere where you can splash water on Rapunzel.
Somebody, I think it was you maybe, who joked that it's funny how Sora does all the stuff that Flynn was supposed to do with Rapunzel to build their romance. Whoops.
Yep. Sorry, Flynn. Sora coming into your worlds, flirting with your women and making them fall for him and just peacing out. Like he did with Kyrie at the end of 3.
But I do like their friendship because they're very similar. Like, they just want to see the worlds.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Oscar Isaac apparently being cast as a Solid Snake for a Metal Gear Solid movie. That's gonna really be interesting.
Oh, Heartless time.
That's really gonna be interesting. I've debated about streaming Death Stranding on YouTube just to maybe get me through that game.
Look, what is that? It's so fluffy.
I've debated about doing that, Joel.
Yeah. Hey, I got an idea. Let's try to get to the castle and then we'll stop.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Did I ever tell you about Death Stranding, Joel?
I'd never heard of it. What is it?
Death Stranding is that Kojima game.
Ah.
Rapunzel, take cover.
Yeah. And every time I play that game, I'm like, do I like this game? Every time I play it, I keep asking myself the same question. I'm never quite sure. Riku, it's so fluffy.
It's so fluffy.
It's way too scary.
Man, like, anytime I go in that game, I, like, okay, so, like, I delivered some stuff, I had to cradle a baby to not have unseen nightmare monster things, destroy me.
Oh, okay, sorry, Cole, I don't want to just interrupt you for a second, but Rapunzel becomes the first Disney princess to actually fight with us.
Yes, because Ariel does not count, apparently.
Well, I never said that, but Elsa has ice powers, yet she does not join the party. What the fuck?
Again, I think that's Disney interference.
Do you think maybe if they do Frozen 2, they'll allow it since they want to make it Elsa more actiony anyway?
If Disney allows it, maybe. Otherwise, no.
Well, it's not like you have to worry about her turning evil, so.
Well.
Anywho, sorry, Cole, continue. I interrupted.
So yeah, Death Stranding, I had to cradle a baby to not get destroyed by invisible demon things.
Was it a baby Yoda, at least?
Nope. And then I have to take and then I pissed to de-age myself, and then I made number 2 grenades. That's a weird game.
Sounds like it.
Here says BRB, alright. Yeah, it is a bizarre ass game.
I've been doing a lot of re-editing lately, Cole, with my Kingdom Hearts story. Not so much just rewriting it, just so much as like I'm merging scenes and just kind of trying to make longer chapters. I feel like I screwed myself over by making like such short chapters when I honestly could have just kept going.
Yeah. I heard you made a She-Ra fanfiction that's being well received.
Oh yeah, it's like actually has some steady numbers.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
I think people like longer chapters in fanfiction. I don't know anymore, but.
By the way, Connor, if you're still watching this, watch Marble Hornets. That's all. Anyway, Riku says, I would like to see Jasmine getting into a fight in Kingdom Hearts 4. I would love to see Jasmine throw hands.
What's Marble Hornet?
Marble Hornets?
Never.
You remember the Slender Man, Joel?
Yes. I know of this.
Marble Hornets is essentially like a series on YouTube that's about the Slender Man. It's probably the best Slender Man story thing.
Hmm.
And it was a hell of a lot better than the live-action movie we got.
Got you. Also, I think I finally figured out how I'm going to do Kingdom Hearts 2 in terms of the worlds.
Nice.
I'm gonna have Kairi visit all the worlds we saw in 2, and then Sora's gonna visit new worlds.
Nice.
Depending on how many I can fit.
Riku says, I mean, she was great in this Aladdin series, talking about Jasmine.
Yes.
Remind me what that crown is for, Joel?
That's her princess crown. That's the crown of Corona. Ah.
Oh.
She's such a precious gift.
Man, we're creating many new ways to say cock. Hey, Larian, I mean Marluxia. They can't get his nose right. Oh dear, pink. Oh wow, okay.
They don't really do anything with that, do they? Or is it supposed to activate like her heartless side? You know.
I think that's I think that's the hint. Also, Marluxia's in this world, and he's back.
He's back, and he pink.
Yep. Also, we know he was a Keyblade wielder.
Doing a lot of interesting things with him in Union Cross.
Yes. I love his. I love the fact that his Keyblade is the Divine Rose.
Yep. Whoa, hello.
By the way, Joel, after this, you need to continue playing Union Cross. You need to get to level 9, darn it.
I will.
Because as soon as you can do Union Cross, you can level up in like the span of a couple seconds.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You can get from level 9 to 100 in about 2 minutes.
Here goes.
Woo, level 15. All right.
To be fair, in this game, you really don't need to be worried about leveling up too much, because again, the only time I ever really died in Kingdom Hearts 3 was against Xehanort.
I did it during the Frozen boss battle.
See, I survived that. I don't care where they found that's gonna hurt.
Dandelions.
Riku with the jokes.
Look. Oh. Watch.
Man, only 14 more subscribers, Joel, and you'll hit 100.
I wish there was a way to make more fly at once.
Which one is it, Blizzard or Arrow that I use?
Use Arrow.
If only we had a big gust of wind.
I mean, maybe about to go somewhere else.
Hey, Joel, apparently marijuana is about to be decriminalized.
Awesome.
So that means where you can. So that, you know what that means, people? You can legally now get high off your ass and not go to jail for it.
They're just like the floating.
We all need it.
Yes. After this year, I think we all deserve to get a little high.
It's actually more healthy than getting drunk.
Yeah.
Actually, how long does it take to get to the castle? I know you have to do quite a lot. Well, we got an hour.
It doesn't take too long.
Well, that's true. That's what I want to do. Let's see.
Unless you want to call it now.
Oh no, I'm still good. We got like it's 5. If we're not there by.
Ricky says it's only past the house. They still gotta go through the Senate. Legalize it, damn it. We need people high off their ass. We need to remake the Family Guy news anchor thing where all those people are freaking stoned out of their minds.
A bag of weed, everything better with a bag of weed.
Man, we're really not helping the whole idea, Joel, that you and I aren't stoners. Bring that joke back.
See?
We can finally get on Dopey's level, Joel.
Exactly. I think I was the one who said Dopey stoned.
Over here.
Yeah, I believe you were. Actually, another time I lost it was when when Dopey's at the funeral and he went, "I lost my dealer."
Join me.
I know I'm wasting time trying to splash Rapunzel, but that's fun.
It's not with water, Joel. Triangle.
If I was fire?
No. Get out of the magic menu.
Oh.
My turn.
Oh.
Yeah, don't try to obliterate Rapunzel, Joel.
I'm supposed to use magic.
Okay.
No.
You're in for it.
There, now you use magic. See, now he uses magic.
A rainbow.
There we go. I better replenish them.
He didn't use magic, he just swiped his keyblade up.
I gotta replenish the old magic Rooney. There we go.
Have you ever actually drank alcohol, Joel?
No, I'm not drinking that. Kidding.
I'm not a big drinker considering I'm allergic. And before people ask, yes, I am allergic to alcohol. I don't even know if I've told you that, Joel.
I think you might have.
Yep, not fun.
It's good for you.
Yeah, I never miss anything. I'm not big into the whole party scene in college and all that. That ain't me. I never was. I apologize to all the people who are partiers and like, you would be great at parties. Really? You're talking to me? I'd be good at parties? No. Joel, you realize you can equip more Keyblades, right?
Yeah. You probably haven't done
Cycle
it.
through some. Yeah, do that. When you get the chance, put in some more Keyblades you can cycle through.
Probably.
That's
I
also-
have a bad habit of leveling up a lot, but never like equipping anything. So I'm always.
You need to, because the other thing you can also cheese this game because if you switch Keyblades, you also save the form changes.
That's true.
So you can hold on to your form changes without having to worry about them. Regus, sorry, got this in again. My sister was fiddling around with the router. It's all cool. And router trouble. I need to. Speaking of which, I gotta go into my router to fix the Minecraft server because we just got a new router.
Oh no, not again with the Minecraft server.
We didn't lose the data. Don't worry.
And we always switch worlds every 5 seconds, Cole. So
we did that after Gondor.
I miss Gondor.
My favorite episode with Jasmine in it was the one with the blue rose, Forgetfulness. I don't know, Joel, what is that?
I don't remember. Ooh, hello.
Big Griff, would you enlighten us? I genuinely don't know. I've never seen the Aladdin series. Actually, that's not true. I've seen like a couple seconds of an episode.
It's not on Disney Plus, sadly, but maybe I hope they're just saving it because I want people would love to watch. Because they have the Little Mermaid series and the Hercules series. Hercules series is really funny.
Is there there's a Little Mermaid series?
Yeah.
Was one of Apps' small schemes gone horribly wrong. Huh. Oh, Joel, I finally watched the live-action Jim Carrey Grinch movie. My girlfriend wanted to watch that, so she and I watched it.
The Jim Carrey one?
Yeah.
I got a lot of nostalgia for it. Oh, shoot.
That's a good movie. Oh, gone horribly wrong. Gone horribly wrong. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's an interesting movie. I kind of like it.
Me too. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm in the minority of people who like it.
The girl sexualized, the girl who really wanted to bang Grinch, that was something.
She likes green. What can you expect?
She into some hairy men, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even better than I dreamed.
I think one of my favorite ones for the Aladdin was one with Genie catching a cold. Riku says.
I don't remember some of these episodes. Somebody said that if they ever... Somebody said if they ever did Moe's and Brass in live action, they should get Adam Driver to do it.
Huh. I think it was Jim Carrey Grinch. I like that movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. The noses on the people weird me out, but that's about it. His hold on last long term clear 2 tops. If you're lucky, it's one of those 24th year bugs. Imagine a genie getting a sickness. That's gotta suck. Be like Beerus from Dragon Ball War. If you sneeze, you accidentally destroy the universe.
Whoops! I killed 1 million people. Excuse me.
B. Griff says yes. Adam Driver would make the perfect Mazda ramp.
Well, they are making a Aladdin live-action sequel.
I wonder if we'll ever get King of Thieves. Get live-action Return to Jafar, live-action King of Thieves.
What if they'll skip Return of Jafar and just go straight to King of Thieves?
I need to actually watch King of Thieves.
You have never watched King of Thieves?
I've seen bits of it. I tell you, Joel, I finally watched Jungle Book.
Yes. No, you said you watched Peter Pan.
I watched that too.
Yep. There's some racism.
I've been going through. Yeah, my girlfriend and I've been going through some the older Disney stuff because I haven't seen them, so we've been going through and watching them.
Excuse me.
I think it's good for Vega says I have seen King of Thieves. I've heard it's decent. Yeah, Peter Pan. That movie hasn't aged well.
Rapunzel.
To be fair, I don't think it ever really aged well. I just think, yeah, but you know, live action or cartoon Jungle Book, pretty good.
Whatever it is, it's not normal. I'll take a look.
Should try Peter Pan 2. Wait, you fall up for the first time?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Yep. Also a good movie.
I would love an Up world.
Me too. Maybe we'll get it at some point. And also, I finally saw Inside Out. That's a really good movie. So good.
That'd be a good world too, but I don't know how you would do it. But
it'd be easy. Just have that sword and them just show up and her head.
That's true. The world map just turned to giant head.
Oh yeah, I love the new nobody.
Rapunzel, Flynn, stay back.
You don't know. So they're nobodies clearly, Donald. Put two and two.
I know, but I'm afraid you can't hurt these guys with a frying pan. Trust me on this.
Yeah, Peter Pan. Yikes! Yeah, that thing didn't age well.
Should try the sequel.
What's in the sequel?
Wendy's daughter.
Oh yeah. Isn't it hinted that her parents also were there?
A little bit, yeah.
Frying pans, who knew, right? I mean, hey, a frying pan will do some good stuff. Actually, fun fact, the Ratatouille Keyblade actually turns into a frying pan.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, shoot. Rage form. Oh, well. Nah, we'll work with it. Work with it. Just work with it.
Can use wrist charge too, Joel, like 2 or 3 times, and you'll be able to use just to get out of it.
I know, but rage form is actually pretty useful.
Yeah.
Well, I would just...
They call it Anti-Form in KH2, but Rage in KH3. I mean, I believe they're 2 different things. I think Nomura said something about that. I could be wrong, though.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about something I thought of, yesterday, when I was thinking of stuff from a fanfiction, but I wonder if it could actually work within the actual story. What exactly kind of adventure do you think the Master and the Foretellers had to all become buddies? 'Cause they're supposed to be friends, so they must have done. I thought that's what I thought, but
I mean, Master and Apprentice. I mean, we know that they'll follow the Master and Masters without thought. We know that much. But honestly, we know they're extremely devoted, but not much more onto what their relationship is like. I want to know what made the Master and Masters like, hey, especially if the Master and Masters is Sora, what made Sora go like, yeah, you 5, actually, you 6, you're the ones I'm gonna take, corrupt, and all that.
Now why would you say that?
Because bossing around nobodies?
Well, everything was once connected world before the Great Keyblade world. Yeah, I can't talk. War. Yeah, more like father offspring. Yeah, I imagine you're probably at the same train of thought, Vigor. Probably a father offspring kind of thing, Joel.
Yeah.
You know him?
I mean, we have yet to see the Master of Masters actually appear again.
Because I remember you.
Actually, that's not true. We've seen him appear in,
It's those memories.
I can't spoil Melody of Memory.
I don't know what you're saying.
In Shibuya. We see him appear in Shibuya, who Nomura confirmed that is Master of Masters.
Right.
So I'm assuming we'll see him pop up at some point.
Now,
right.
if you'll permit me, I've come.
I think actually he has to because of the secret reports in 3. We know that much.
You've got to be kidding me.
Please hear what I have to
I'm
say.
curious if they'll bring back Ava.
I'm sure
I
you'll
hope so.
notice.
I'm sure they will.
Well, perhaps not. But you should know that maiden with you, Rapunzel, is the very light of this world.
Merle's just like, I'm sure you've noticed. Oh, never mind, you haven't.
You still stupid as I remember.
Starting with you, right?
All the organization seeks is balance. You must understand.
I love they make Chain of Memories relevant again, yet Recoded isn't.
At least not yet.
To complement it.
I mean, one can hope, right?
Right.
To keep Rapunzel safe.
Because says design-wise, I like Envy. Character-wise, I like Ava. Yeah, same.
Rapunzel's light.
Also, you know what's interesting, Joel? In the epilogue of 3, Envy's character color is different than when she's in back cover.
Interesting.
It's I don't know if that was an error or if that was intentional. She has a blue color in back cover, but when you see her in the epilogue, she has a pinkish red.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Which may have been an error, but who knows? Vegas is probably intentional, probably Vigriff. I'm also curious just what they look like under their masks.
Yeah. Reincarnation.
I doubt their reincarnation. The only reason for that is because of Gula.
That's true.
Because I'm like, oh, maybe they're characters we already know. I'm like, wait, then how does Gula factor into that? Probably be revealed in Kingdom Hearts 4, probably. All we know is that the next big Kingdom Hearts announcement is coming in probably in 2022. 20th anniversary of the series. Woohoo! Yep. Hard to believe, Joel. 2 decades. Kingdom Hearts will have been around for 2 decades.
And it's going strong.
Yep.
We're going strong now. I feel like there was a moment where we're getting a little niche, but...
Yeah. Vigriff says, well, the rules of time travel could make it possible. Also a really good point, Vigriff. Very good point. Because in a way, I could see Terra becoming Offset.
Yeah.
Or at least the rule in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. I could see, and I could maybe see Aqua becoming Envy.
I mean, feels like it. Okay, do I go this way? Yeah, I can go this way. It's hard. Hello.
I don't know who Ira would be.
One of them feels like Roxas.
Maybe. Or vice versa, yeah. But again, I have a feeling there'll probably be new characters. Riku says, I heard a rumor that they may include Jungle Book in the 20th anniversary of this. I'm not sure, though. I mean, Jungle Book's been a thing that Nomura's wanted to include for a while. I mean, again, I've always go back to this. Again, Jungle Book was supposed to be a world in Birth by Sleep, but it was cut. And there's actually still data in the actual thing for Birth by Sleep, because an unfinished map for Jungle Book is there. King Louis' throne is there.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to send you that video, Joel. Yeah, because it was there. It just got cut.
And wasn't Toy Story like an original idea too for a long time?
Yeah, Toy Story is something that Morris really wanted to include it for a while. In fact, there's data for Woody and Buzz, and I think the characters from Monsters Inc. in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I can't tell if I'm going the wrong way or not. I think I might go. I think I went backwards. Did not mean to do that. Sorry.
So a lot of but again, that was at a time where Disney's like, yeah, we're not letting you use Pixar. Rick says, I do wonder if they might take live action edition of Jungle Book, though. That I don't know. Vigor says, I remember watching a video that showed the Jungle Book world. Yeah. I'm sure at some point we'll get Jungle Book. At some point we'll get it.
Yeah.
I wonder where they went.
It may be a bit, but we'll get it.
Don't worry. They couldn't.
That's like the last big classic world we had yet to get. That and Pocahontas.
Hey, blame the has-been, not me.
Weird sort of called people has-been.
Huh?
It's weird that word has been.
By the way, have you heard of Twisted Wonderland?
I have.
It sounds really. What is that, Joel?
It's a phone game that's essentially Disney anime villains. Like, you go to the school and each kind of house, like Hogwarts, is like based off a Disney villain.
Do you know Rapunzel?
That's interesting.
It's like a bunch of anime-looking boys who are very pretty. Kind of all help you out.
Interesting. How is it?
I don't know. Never played it, but it's very popular in Japan.
Huh. Interesting.
Please tell me, where is my dear, sweet girl?
We'd tell you, but we lost her.
I do wonder though, would Sora still be in human form, or will he transform into an animal of sorts? I imagine probably animal. I mean human probably.
You're of no use to me.
I imagine.
I'll find her myself.
Oh, I also finally watched Monsters Inc. Also a good movie. Probably my favorite the Pixar movies. I think it's just the closest thing to a Kingdom Hearts high school AU will ever get. Yeah.
But what if?
Probably.
Why is Rapunzel?
Unless Nomura starts running out of ideas. But even then, Nomura's never really done the high school thing. Nomura's done a lot of things. High school AU is never one of them.
Do you think we should?
Final Fantasy.
Do you think we should call it now, Cole, or go a little further? I think how long we
let's call it now.
I want to see how long we went with our last one because I want to make sure like we're keeping even here. Okay, last time we
was about two and a half. So
this one's about an hour, 2 hours.
Almost about 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Cole. I've seen Twisted Wonderland. It's a bizarre thing. So yeah, I guess we'll call it quits for now, Cole, and we want to come back, reconvene.
Yeah.
Friday again, I guess.
Or maybe earlier next week, because that should be good.
Sure. Well, folks, that was 2 hours. No, I was talking about Frozen World. Well, we'll get there, Master Riku, when we get there. Well, yeah, folks,
don't worry, Riku. We'll talk about that.
Well, folks, we did a little bit of the toy box. We did a little bit of Kingdom of Corona. We had some laughs with the naming. But yeah, this has been fun. Until next time, till next time, may your heart be your guiding key.